Riley Strain came to Nashville for a fun time with his fraternity brothers, but the Mizzou college student never made it home. The 22-year-old's body was found in the Cumberland River 2 weeks after he disappeared. As Mark Kelly reports, Strain's death started a conversation about safety along the Nashville riverfront.
These are some of the last images of Riley Strain. March 8th, you see him stumbling on the streets of downtown Nashville near the riverfront. The autopsy revealed his death as accidental, with no signs of significant trauma. However, Riley's blood alcohol was 2 times the legal limit, and he had Delta-9 in his system. His body was recovered from the Cumberland 2 weeks later.
Riley Strain's death also has city leaders looking at what changes could be made to the riverfront to make it a safer experience.
I do think that what happened with Riley really accelerated that conversation.
Councilman Jacob Coupin, who represents the riverfront neighborhoods, says when it comes to downtown safety, there are several pieces to the puzzle.
I think it's a myriad of things. I mean, I think the saddest part to me was the Nashville of old that I know. Yeah. Multiple people would have stopped him along the way and said, hey, what's going on? Why are you stumbling? Are you okay? And it didn't happen. And I'm not blaming anybody for that. It's more of a cultural shift. Yeah. And it's a fact that I think people, again, back to the earlier comment, people are seeing folks over inebriated constantly. So it's hard to know who's in trouble, who's not.
After Riley's death, Metro installed this chain link fence to keep people away from the cliffside that leads to the river. The mayor also allocated $1.5 million in his capital spending proposal to increase riverfront safety. Ideas include permanent fencing, updated signs showing visitors where to go, clearing brush, and installing emergency dock access.
Statistically, Nashville's a very safe city. Most people that come here have a very safe and good experience, but also we're responsive, right? When we see things, when we see gaps in the system that we can fill, we're going to fill them.
One safety concern has to do with overdosing. This new device called One Box was installed this year in a number of bars.
It's a box that has Narcan in it. So if someone is at that bar overdosing, and we know there's a fentanyl crisis going on right now, someone ends up in a bar and takes something that they think is one thing and it turns out to have fentanyl or other substances in it, and we can revive them with the Narcan that's in bars. So they're working on that effort. We're working on the Safe Bar program to combat sexual assault. So I think we're doing a really good job of identifying the challenges and continuing to work on them.
Red Frog is seen as one solution. The nonprofit sets up shop downtown and helps partiers with everything from charging their cell phone, directions, or just some water. And Coupin would like to see it expanded.
I don't know if he would have crossed the Red Frog's path, but the way he walked would have come pretty close, and there's a decent chance a Red Frog's person might have seen him, grabbed him, and said, hey, are you okay? Right. And we'd be telling a different tale.
Mark Kelly, News 2.